Hello, I'm going to talk about ADHD symptoms and restoring your balance through nature. So, there's a lot of things that you can do to try to get some peace of mind when you're having ADHD symptoms. However, a lot of those things are either harmful or they just require a lot of effort, and you're likely to procrastinate to begin with if you have ADHD. So that's the reason I want to talk about nature. So I'm lucky. I live in an area near the ocean and also near some hills. So that being said, there's been other places I've lived in the U.S. That don't have some of these natural places near me like I do now. But even in those cases, even if you're in the middle of a city, I'm talking about a park. I'm talking about really anything that's just away from people, generally away from noise. So, for you, that might be a small park on a city corner, or you might be lucky and you might be, living in the mountains. So here's the thing. When you have ADHD, there's just no doubt that there's a certain amount of kind of cognitive confusion that comes along with it, even when you're medicated. And you're just going to need relief. What a lot of people do with ADHD and ADD, inattentive version 2, is they self-medicate with alcohol, tobacco, and other substances, sugar and different things, or procrastination or sleeping. So, those are ones that we want to avoid as much as we can. So then what, experts will tell you is like exercise can really have help with ADHD. I think I've just kind of like come to terms with that I'm just not the biggest exerciser in the whole world, which is why the nature thing really works for me. So here's what I mean. I mean, leaving your work behind at the end of the day or in the middle of the day or whatever your schedule affords you, and getting out somewhere where there's some fresh air. People might say, well, you should completely unplug. Sometimes I still listen to a podcast, not always, but I still get the benefits of being outside. Just that fresh air, a little bit of wind, maybe cold, a little bit of cold air can help too. The sound of running water. It can be simple things, just walking slowly and noticing the sunlight and the trees. It can take on a very Zen kind of attitude, Zen quality, which really can help relax you, get you to stop thinking about your work, and give you a little reset. You might only have time for 10 minutes, but I still say it's worth it to try to get outside every day. Plus, you're getting possibly some good sunlight, depending on the weather, which gives you vitamin D. So there's that benefit, too. So now let's think about exercise. I would love to say that, I'm a guy that's going to go out running. And there's been times in my life that I've done that. But I just know right now that's not going to happen. But what can happen for me is I'm on the way home from work, and I work at a very busy public school. It's very stressful at times, and I can stop by one of these areas that I live near. And like I said, I happen to live near the beach, so that's ideal. And sometimes there's one hill that I like to walk up. Inevitably, I feel better. I tend to feel reset. I tend to get more clarity, and this is regardless of caffeine or medication. This is just, it always is a little bit helpful, and I'm able to sort out my thoughts, and it's free. So those are my thoughts on the benefits of being outside when you have ADHD and you need a cognitive reset. Thank you for watching my videos.